love is not supposed to take over your whole life. I know, we are starting strong today. For a long time, let me tell you my story. I'm sure that you can probably identify with some parts of it. For a long time, I had this really weird, not good for me situationships, and I felt like I always ended up in the same place. I ended up with guys that didn't really want to be with me, but they gave me enough for me to have the hope of connection. And I wasn't allowing myself to say out loud that I wanted love. I was always saying that it wasn't a priority for me, that I was good the way I was, that relationships were not really on my radar right now. And me saying all of those things really caused me to keep attracting those type of people in my life, those same patterns, people who didn't fully choose me. And what that did was creating this whole sense of love is not safe. Love is something that needs to be secure. And by feeling that way, what happens, and this is a pattern that I see time and time again with my clients, like women that are self-aware, that are smart, that are capable, because it has nothing to do with knowing better. It has everything to do with that most women, and I included myself in that list in the past, were programmed, we were taught that love was supposed to be the center of our lives. Love was supposed to be the thing that determined our timelines, our choices, our sense of safety, the way that we live life, that we should prioritize that first and foremost. And the thing is, when we do that, and I lived that, I did that before, when we put all of our emphasis and we literally organize our whole life around love, what ends up happening is that we made decisions in a rush. We start choosing out of fear of not being alone instead of out of alignment. We start even rationalizing red flags or bad behaviors for the sake of keeping the peace. We start giving away our needs, or not saying them out loud, because we don't want to lose that. Because again, we were taught for so long that a relationship is what determines if you are doing life right or not. And here is the thing. My point is not to become cynical and even saying that you don't want love, because I did that and that backfired. Because by not embracing that desire that I had, I just accepted whatever it was there and not the things that were in alignment with what I wanted, with what I desired. So it's not about rejecting love. It's not about saying, no, I don't want this, I don't do this, whatever, I'm okay, I'm chill. It's not about that. It's about, and it's also, because this is what I tried to do for such a long time, I tried to apply all these dating techniques and just how to do relationships better and consume all these content. Like at some point, my Instagram was all about relationships. It was all about attachment styles, and I was learning about it, and I was like, oh my god, yes, this is what I feel like, and this is how I respond. So then I need to attract this type of man, and then I need to do this and that and text him this, but wait an hour or two. And at some point I was like, I don't want to do that. If that is dating, if that is finding love, I don't want to do that. And it's not about learning how to date better or how to respond better or how to play those games. It's nothing about that. And it's all about changing your focus. It's all about building a life that feels solid, a life that you feel good in, a life that doesn't collapse the moment that love feels unsure, uncertain. Because that is exactly what used to happen to me time and time again. I was getting into these situationships, short relationships, and my whole world will crumble when something bad happened. My mood, my choices, everything was like completely attached to myself feeling safe in that relationship. If the relationship wasn't safe, if the relationship wasn't going the way that I thought it should be going, then I will feel just like my emotions will be all over the place. I would feel all over the place in my life in general. So that's why not amount of more dating advice or more attachment theories and all that stuff will change your inner world. Because when you over prioritize and put like a huge focus in love, or it's the same in any area of your life, but let's keep it with love. When you put your whole focus there, and when your moods, your actions, everything is determined by that thing, that external thing, then of course when something bad happens, you will feel like your whole world falls apart. But here's the thing. What changed everything for me wasn't this dating advice, this learning how to do relationships better. It was to actually create that sense of worth, of reassurance, of emotional safety within myself, first and foremost. And from that on, I could make different choices. I could make choices not rushing, not clinging to potential, not just trying to make people stay, but to actually feel what was good for me and to choose better and to choose differently. And funnily enough, when the rest of my life felt way whole and way better and way more solid, that's when a different type of love started appearing in my life. So it's really all starts with that. It all starts within. If you're someone who was like, it's anything like I was, that at the minimum conflict or minimum change with your relationship or with your love life, whatever that is, you will feel all over the place, then it's not a matter of dating better, of meeting new people, because you're going to keep encountering the same person over and over and over again in different shapes and forms. I'm sure you can identify yourself with that, because I know I did. Until you can build that solid foundation with yourself, that's when things change, because that's when you can be grounded in yourself, you can feel that inner safety, and at the same time stay open to love. not hardening, not being cynical. That's not what I am about. That's not what my work is about. It's not about that. It's about getting that sense of safety, of my life will be okay, whether love is present or is uncertain or is unfolding. My life is gonna be okay. I am gonna be okay, no matter what happens in that area. That's my mission. That's what I help women do. That's what I help other women. That's what I am obsessed about helping other women do. Because I did it for myself and my whole life changed. And knowing deep down and for real, not pretending, by knowing that you don't need to shrink yourself, that you don't need to overly attach, that you don't need to perform for love, because you know that no matter what happens, you're gonna be okay because your life is full, it's beautiful. You love your life, your whole life. That's when love shows up. That's when love shows up in a different way. And again, I'm not a dating coach. I'm not gonna tell you how to find love, but I'm gonna show you how to create that inner safety and also how to stay open to love so love can meet you where you are, not what your fear is. If you're new here, my name is Candela. I'm a self-love mindset coach, and as I said before, I'm obsessed with helping women build that inner safety, that life that they're obsessed about, so love can feel like something that adds up, more fun, more passion, more connection, but not the whole thing. If that's something that you are craving, if that's the season you are in the right place. You can subscribe down here and join the conversation.